Dad, I should be your new assistant coach.
Dad is a two-time Boston Globe All-Star. I just want to remind you that I was a two-time Boston Globe All-Star.
That's Jimmy Dunn. The new show on CBS this fall is called The McCarthys, and Jimmy Dunn joins us in Studio Big. Good morning.
Two-time Boston Globe All-Star. Not one, 2 times.
This is like next-level stuff.
This is top level, man. This is a sitcom on CBS, the biggest network in television, man. It's like I hit the lottery.
You've done, sort of, kind of. I mean, you've done comedy for so many years. You've been an author. You do hosting. You've done TV commercials and whatnot. Was this always the dream?
It's every comedian's dream. It really is. But it's one of those dreams that's such a dream that you don't really let yourself dream too much about it because you'll be disappointed, you know? And the odds of the roles out there for me to play on TV are pretty limited. You don't see a lot of sitcoms where they go, hey, we're looking for a big guy who used to be an athlete, kind of let himself go, thinks he's still a superstar, and has a Boston accent that he can't lose. Oh, there he is.
Now, I was actually told, though, that when you first auditioned for this, there were like 30 other guys in the room with you that looked all the same.
Yeah, more than 30.
Really?
They auditioned every actor in L.A. and every actor in New York that fit the physical description.
Really?
And they couldn't find the authentic Boston, so then they did an audition in Boston, and that's where they found me. Then they brought me out there and ran me up against I'm telling you, I was up against all kinds of actors for this role. And, you walk in, those things are like you walk into a room, and there are 40 guys that look exactly like you. There's a fat you, there's a tall you, there's a skinny you, there's your brother. Everybody that looks just like you is in the room.
How many crappy Boston accents did you come across?
Oh, I heard some horrible ones in the waiting room, you know, and I was just that I did like that when I was heard him practicing in the room, practicing going, two-time Boston Globe All-Star. I'm like, no, it's Boston Globe All-Star. Come on.
All right, so this thing has been picked up by CBS for the fall season.
It's the legit. It's the real deal.
And you've got a wonderful cast around you.
Yeah, oh my God, I got some heavyweights around me. Laurie Metcalf plays my mom, who's, was on Roseanne. It's been on 100 other things.
Big Bang Theory, getting on the HBO. I mean, she's just so good. Mm-hmm. My dad, Jack McGee, plays my dad. And Jack McGee was the chief in Rescue Me for a while. Rescue Me with Dennis Leary.
Yeah, and he was also the dad in the movie The Fighter, amongst a ton of other things. I mean, he's been doing it forever.
Yeah.
But he really, since I got the gig, literally the next day, he had me over to his house, cooking me dinner, watching a hockey game with him. I mean, he has become my dad.
Really?
And it's spooky how much he looks like my real dad. You know, he's just awesome. So Jack is my dad.
Okay.
And Joey McIntyre.
New Kids on the Block?
New Kids on the Block. Joey Mack is my brother.
Okay.
Kellen Coleman, who's been in The Office and a bunch of other sitcoms. You'll recognize her. Really talented actress. She plays my sister. Mm-hmm. And then the star of the show is Tyler Ritter, who plays my younger brother. Mm-hmm. And the whole story of the show kind of revolves around his life.
All right.
But he is the son of John Ritter.
Yeah.
From Three's Company. And he is just the most likable, talented, funny kid. He's just the best, man. And it really does feel like a family already. It's so cool.
But none of this show was actually shot in Boston.
None of it's shot in Boston. Nothing is shot. Everything's shot in Hollywood.
Right.
They have these airplane hangar stages where they can build the whole, they can build Godzilla, they can build anything. You know what I mean?
They can build Boston.
Yeah, they can build. So what they did was they built this whole set on Stage 28 at the Sony lot, which is a really famous Lucky stage where they did King of Queens for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, and Married with Children for
there's some history
like
there.
8 or 9 years. Yeah, I got Bud Bundy's dressing room. How cool is that? It's a true story. It's based on a real family from Boston and a real basketball coach, and the whole thing revolves around a guy from Boston, Brian Gallivan, who wrote the whole thing. So the showrunners, the writers, they're all Boston guys. It's very Boston.
So CBS has decided to put this on the fall schedule based on the pilot.
Yes.
And that's the only thing that they've seen right now. That's the only thing you've done, right?
Right. Well, that's how the whole process works. Everybody that's all the new shows they're looking at, they go out and cast and write, and they make a pilot. They make the first episode. And CBS gets all these first episodes, and they decide
from them. Every network does. They all look at these pilots and decide if they're going to put it on the air or not based on that. And CBS picked up one new comedy for the fall schedule. That's it. Just one.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And that's us. Those are the odds we beat, man.
Wow.
That's how good it is. And it really is good. I'm telling you, it's really good.
And this is shot with a live studio
Live
audience?
studio audience, which is just the coolest thing in the world, to put 300 people in an airplane hangar and do a little TV show in front of them. It's amazing.
All right. So
it's cool.
We're looking for a big gag reel at some point here.
Yeah, you'll see plenty of that.
Okay.
You'll see plenty. We miss plenty of lines, but they got a lot of cameras and editors, and they make it look beautiful.
And comedian Jimmy Dunn, as you head off to Hollywood, we hope you keep the morning waking crew in mind as some of the little people you can step on the way up.
I'm not stepping on anybody, man. I'm going to go out and do my thing, and you'll hear from me. I'll be calling in, but it'll be at a different time zone.
The McCarthys this fall on CBS. Jimmy Dunn, best of luck.
Thanks, man. It's great to see you.